Well, we had quite a few different locations. For our first location we had a quiet street because it was a convenient location and it was quite easy for us to get quite a few shots done at one time. The only problem we encountered was when it came to the end of school, quite a lot of the students walked down there, so we couldn't film for quite long periods of time during that. Another setting was a busier road, which we matched up with the tempo of the song, so with a busier road, faster tempo. Also we used an alley to show a dead end for the claustrophobic feel, which is when Elliot turns to Raph. So he had no other choice but to fight his way out of the situation he was in. What else? We used Dancing Park to show big spaces, and he only filled up a little bit, so he was vulnerable. Also he runs into a woods, so he runs into an enclosed space again to show that he's trapped. For the plank frame scene we used it by a river. The main reason for this was so it was easy to clear up afterwards, because the water in the river would just clean up all the paint. But also it was a sort of mysterious location. It wasn't, you couldn't tell it was by a river. And also we used that whiteboard there for the mugshots, because it looks like it could be used for one.
Ancillary tasks. Yeah, these are my ancillary tasks, and this is my digipack and my poster. And basically for my digipack, what I wanted was to create like these footsteps here to kind of show how the protagonist is being followed by the sins, but also how he's leaving the footprints, he's kind of part of the sins as well. And also like by making it red, because red is, apart from being associated with the sin lust, it's also associated with the sin wrath, so I kind of wanted a dirty sort of almost blood red to kind of go with that. And I also like this image because you don't see Elliot's face at all, so it kind of makes it more mysterious, and as well with the mugshot board in the corner, it kind of sums up the narrative as well, so it makes the video more clear. And with my poster, I went for the line effect on here, like you get at the back of mugshot boards, to kind of continue that sort of prison theme and sort of show how he's being judged the way people are when they're lined up against them. And I also used pictures of Elliot, where you can see Elliot's face, because I thought that in this one you don't see his face to be able to empathise with him, and obviously because he's the protagonist you want to be able to empathise with him the most. And so I thought I'd use a picture of his face that's one where he's covered with paint to show like the attack of the sins on him. And I went for the just sort of simple black and white thing at the bottom, just to sort of make it so it attracts more attention to the top part, and also it just sort of stands out more, the white on black. And I put the blog address at the bottom to sort of show synergy between us having the blog and the poster. And to make my poster and digipack I used Sumo paint, which Emma also used, and basically it was really helpful because it allowed you to change the images around and like edit them to the colour you want, the size you wanted, and like we also used layers and stuff, which meant you could use two separate images but put one on top of the other to create like more an image, you know, something like that. I don't know if anyone wants to say anything more about it. Okay.
That's my digipack and my poster. I wanted to, like, the theme between them is the black and white and colour. So for the digipack, I used Lust's lips because I wanted it to like tie into the image of the band. And I thought that Lust was probably our strongest sin. Because she was showing us quite powerful, and with the poster, I used like a black and white prison cell because I wanted to show that he was trapped and imprisoned by the sins, and the paint on the prison cell is obviously representative of all the sins that like affect him. And then with Sumo paint, like Sian said, there wasn't really much else to say except that the layer thing was really helpful because it allowed us to, like, if you added a layer and then something went wrong, you could just delete that layer and like it wouldn't mess up your whole image.